And welcome back to part 16 of What If Tsunade Adopted Naruto. Last out of Naruto, what if Naruto and the gang had were going to save Gaara. Naruto and Kakashi's part of the journey or mission had gone pretty much okay. They dealt the final blow to Dedera, and this time Dedera is actually dead thanks to Naruto really helping out. Now, no one brought it up, I do feel I should bring it up. I didn't have Naruto just use Kiba with its lightning abilities to just, short out and be done with the Earth style, like I could have. And there's three reasons for that. A, and probably honestly the most honest one, and I'm going to have to be a bit more on the ball about this. I honestly forgot I gave it to him. That was the big one. I honestly forgot I gave it to him. That's why you didn't see him use it in the test afterwards. To be fair, though, I doubt he would have needed to use it. But yeah, I kind of forgot about that. But B, there's two other B and C though to help justify, why he actually wouldn't have. He's only been using. He was a little blind, not blinded, but he was seeing red for a little bit. So he was focusing more on the stuff that he could just automatically use. He's pretty much an ace with Winjutsu at this point. So it made sense he'd go for that first. And C, to kind of jump off that point, he's only had to keep for about a month. He knows how to use it, but he's hardly a master with them. So it might not be an instinctive thing to just go for that. So, be that as it may, where does that leave us? Well, we still have to deal with Hinata, Sasuke, and Shio facing off against Sasori. And now, fortunately, they both have an advantage over Sasori that Sasori doesn't have over them. The Sharingan and the Byakugan can see the chakra strings that he's using, can see, where they are, and can easily give an idea of how to predict, at least Sasuke can, predict where he's going to move and things along those lines. Hinata doesn't have quite that level of control. Byakugan's not used for predicting, but she's a trained ninja as well, so she can kind of pick up on that. So, Sasuke's, avoiding the attack. He uses a fire-style jutsu to roast the puppet, but Sasori gets out of there and, reveals, he looks so young. Does that weird, I can't remember the name of the technique, but the weird technique where it's the giant mound of arms attacking someone. Sasuke just uses a Chidori to get out of there. Hinata then, meanwhile, as, he got distracted, Sasori quickly realizes that Hinata just, fires some pale lightnings at him. Just, multi-fingered lightnings. And he has to gather, boom, pops a hole basically within his body. He gets shot several times. He still got his Akatsuki cloak on him. Remember that. Still gets shot several times in his body, but luckily it misses his, the important organ. So I think, yeah, those are lethal. It's like, Ma, you are quite the troublesome one. You're actually making me go get serious. And then he summons the Kazekage puppet. Those shots, and thinking those shots that have killed him. Hinata using her Byakugan again, seeing that there's only one central point of chakra. All his chakra is coming from one spot. She doesn't understand it. By the by, we don't know how much chakra Sasori actually had, but it's implied he probably had a lot of chakra if it was just concentrated on that one thing. Now, granted, his techniques, his style of fighting are all based down on more finite chakra control than anything else. But the point is still valid. So he brings up the third Kazekage puppet, and Chio, gives a rundown of that, and, the Iron Sand and the Jinten, which is, I believe, magnet release. So, they now have to avoid it, and plus the poison in there. So they're playing, playing avoidance. Now, I just tried to remember off the top of my head. I know I allowed Hinata to have the Chidori. She got the pale lightning. Crap. I think I gave her the lightning hound technique too. I think I had that. I did give her that. I'm trying to remember what else I gave her. Did I give her the false lightning? I think I gave her the false lightning. Because what's the best way to put this? Because these go on for so long, I will have a tendency to kind of blank on some of the techniques I've given people over the course of this. So if by chance you can remind me in the comments what I actually did give them, I'd be appreciative. Just in case. But I'm going to go pale. So false lightning. Sorry. That was it. So Sasuke and I both use like a lightning hand or false lightning technique to basically try to block the Iron Sand. And it does work to some degree. Because remember, magnet releases magnetism, which is related to electricity. lightning releases basically electricity. So in essence, they're able to kind of short out the iron sand, make it fall to the ground, and gives them a bit more chance to run away. Now that being said, it takes only a little bit for Sasori to collect the sand back into the the formations he makes. But, but he's now a little. Sorry. Ooh. Sorry, there's I'm getting a little bit of a pain on my tooth. I wonder how you I gotta go to the dentist to get a cap or something for it. It's only a little raw, like there's a nerve or something. Anyway, I digress. So Sasori comments like, damn, they've actually discovered a weakness in my puppet. No matter, I will. And then all of a sudden, Sasuke comes in again. Chidori! Again, firing a Chidori, but this time he stabs into the iron span, then he does the Chidori spear, which the thing he did with the Itachi, where multiple blades came out. So he basically punctures the entire structure of the Chidori, or using the Chidori current, spreads it through the entire structure, which breaks down. And Hinata then comes in again with pale light, using her gentle fist style, and just slices the string. Sasori then backtracks and it reveals he's a puppet all along. So. It's like, in my mind, I think you've driven me to this point. Chiyo, you may have conquered a castle or a fortress of the Oa-10, but with these, and he summons that, I conquered an entire country. And then, the 100 puppet style is like, well, this sucks. So now, they're all ready to go, and, they're going through the motions, Sasuke's using his sword, Hinata's using her fists, palms, Chiyo's using her puppets. It's back and forth, they're cleaving through all of them. Sasuke again. Sasuke uses a fire style that at least more as a distraction because while it roasts the puppets, the strings are still there. But ultimately, he uses the Great Dragon. I can't remember exactly what it's called. The Great Dragon, but he's not using it to the one that uses the create Guren. But he's not using the create Guren. He actually does fire it at Sasori, who just gets out of the way using the high pressure water jet. Just slice it there. Sasuke actually has to block with the chakra saber. Using lightning, and he barely is able to do it. And you can feel the pure power behind it. Like, you cannot. Why won't you understand? You cannot win. And Hinata gets injured, but luckily, and I do think they would have created the antidote there. So she's having to use that to recover. And Chiyo uses the seal on him, and Sasuke, they're all down on the ground. They're tired out. That was close. And then Sasori gets up, like. Boy, look out! And then all of a sudden, there are no blades. There are no blades, at least at that immediate moment. But Sasori actually notices it. He sees smoking coming out of it. Just a little finger-sized hole. And there's Hinata huffing because she's tired. She hasn't even used a Chidori in this version, but she's tired because they had to spam a lot of techniques, even with her control being as good as this. But she just. And then she and because her Byakugan would give her still really good accuracy. So I was like, this, you think that can stop me? No, but this can. And just realized that he was taken back. Father, he's dying. So he gives the information about Orochimaru. Now, okay, let's. Finish out this part of the arc first because we're only at 8 minutes. I plan to go further. So gives the information. They goes to rescue Gar. She still gives her life, and it's all said. It all ends about the same with them getting back to the village. Now, the Orochimaru Sasuke retrieval arc thing, whatever that arc was called, I can't remember what it was called. That's going to kind of be glossed over because I actually had to write at least some notes down for this one. I normally don't have to. I wrote some notes down story-wise because I'm going to be cheating a little bit with the canon. I'm going to be bringing in some filler here. And now some people might be like, really? You still don't want to stick to canon? Here's the problem with that. Sticking to canon, we're going to be really speeding things along here and jumping really far ahead. And I don't know. And at that point, we'd be. Plus, there's some characters I kind of want to add to the canon in the story. So we're going to. Plus, we have another individual in our story who's still alive and kicking that I'd like to bring in at some point. And this seems actually like a perfect era to do it. But let's backtrack a little bit here. Let's show where we're going. So they get back. Kakashi's on bed rest. So right now, Team 7's relaxing, chilling. And they're not the ones being sent to go to Orochimaru. They're not. There's another team going there because there's no reason for Team 7 to go. There's no reason for Sasuke to go, especially not Sasuke because he's the one that Orochimaru wants. No reason for Hinata to go because, again, someone that Orochimaru wants. She still has the curse seal on her, but at this point, it's pretty in remission. I wouldn't worry about that. But neither of them can go. And Naruto, just by omission, wouldn't go either. So what's the dealio? Well, we still get Yamato as Team 7. Team 7's captain. Another squad sent out to deal with Orochimaru. That doesn't go over well. Moving on. So after that mission basically gets bungled, more or less. Now here's the thing. Well, what about the whole thing where Sakura had to, tell Yamato what the Sasori sounded like? Well, wouldn't Hinata have to do that? Sure. She can do that before they leave. If they're going to disguise themselves as Sasori, they got to know what he sounded like. Hinata and Sasuke both knew what he sounded like, so they just make sure that the guy gets the impression down. That's it. So now we are in a little bit of a lull. Kakashi is still out of commission. Meanwhile, Sasuke, Hinata, Naruto, they're living their life. They're having a nice time. There's no real extra training going on right now. Nothing is really needed right now. But and I don't think all the ninja who, went up against Orochimaru, died. One of them comes back, and they do get a brief explanation of what his current plans are going. Because Orochimaru's cocky and Kabuto's cocky, they probably would have given at least something up. Even though they're pretty smart, too, and not giving something up. But they gave a little something away. And all they mentioned is the demon turtle. And then, the guy passes out. It's like the Three Tails. What the hell is that? I thought the Three Tails was under Kirin? Oh crap! What's the Mist Village? The Mist Village. We're saying the Mist Village. It was under the Mist Village control. Wait, did they lose control of it? Is Yakura's dead? It's like, and then Tsunade would actually say that our intel on the Mist isn't very great. Our relations have always been very stiff ever since the last Ninja War. Speaking on the matter, Naruto, I want you to collect Sasuke and Hinata, and basically what happens is, and then Yamato shows up, is like, this is Yamato. He'll be your replacement captain while Kakashi is in the hospital. So wait, we're getting a mission? That's right, you're getting a mission. And yeah, you'll be happy to know it's from an old friend. It's like, then, Land of Waves. It's like, oh, right, wait, oh, cool, it's Haku and Zabuza. So, that's right. Seems they have asked for help dealing with an old friend. What do you mean? It seems Orochimaru's plans are a bit more detailed than we thought, and his next target is actually the land of waves. Well, we gotta go, and it's Naruto. I mean, he's a lot more level-headed in this, but still, like, we gotta go. We gotta help Inari. We gotta help Zabuza, Haku. We gotta help. Hang on, Naruto. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll trust us. Trust me. But that's why we're sending you. Unfortunately, and she looks at Sasuke and Hinata, and she basically has to make a choice right now. It's like, you two can't go. It's like, what do you mean? Orochimaru may very well be there. You are both targets. Specifically, you, Sasuke. You are a high priority target in his books at the moment. Hinata, we might be able to get away with sending, but because of the curse mark, we don't want to take that chance. Well, and then Naruto's like, wait, you can't just. What about the rest of it? What about some other members of the other teams? The Team Guy, Team Kurenai. Kurenai's on leave. Well, actually, Kurenai would have been on leave, but they're all Chunin. So, in theory, you could have gotten one of them. So, actually, what you end up getting, weirdly enough, wow, I'll be honest, I just realized this off the top of my head, is that, don't worry, I already figured that out. Now, you can come in now. First off, walks Sakura from Team A. It's oh, Sakura. Oh, hi Sasuke. Hello Naruto. Then it's like, yeah, you'll be joining the team. Yes, I will be joining. Yes, I will. I'll help out as best I can. It's like, oh, thanks, sweet. I was like, wait, who is this? The next one is, and the other person is a member of the Foundation, Sai. Oddly enough, it is in fact the Sasuke retrieval team. And then Sai makes a terrible impression on them. Now, I don't think you get that Sai attacking them out of the blue scenario. I think just the way that this comes about is a bit different. So, and even if he did, that would not go in Sai's favor. As powerful as Sai is, Sai would be no match for any of Team 7 right now. Hell, he's probably not even a match for... He probably wouldn't even be a match for someone like Choji or Kiba. Well, that's not true. He'd probably be able to beat Kiba. Choji would be a more difficult threat. So, Sai introduces himself, insults Naruto, calling him dickless. Unfortunately, that gets Hinata blushing. But at the same time, she doesn't like the insulting, so she does the fake smile that Sakura does. And then, boom, smacks him into a wall. A little bit of Tsunade strikes that. And Tsunade, frankly, she doesn't blame her, girl. It's like, this kid's like, oh, it's going to be irritating. So I was like, we'll meet at the gate in about 15 minutes. Go. And then they meet at the gate, and they're just struggling with Sai. Because Sai, back at the day, was not a... He was not a good person. Well, not a good person. He was just not a very nice person. He was an ass. So they're going off. They're struggling. Luckily, to land of waves, I can't remember how long they actually said it took for them to get there, but it was like a day or two. So it doesn't take that long. Plus, they're experienced ninjas, so frankly, they'd get there probably within a day or two. That's it. So they reach the land of waves, and basically they're flat out greeted by Haku and Zabuza, who was in his Kage robes with his blade in his office. Although, thanks to probably some tricks of the trade, he probably has a seal now where he can basically summon it if he needs it. And of course, as a Kage now, he's a lot stronger than what we originally remember him as. So, and I'm not going to say exactly, because we're already getting to the 20-minute. We'll save what some of Zabuza's learned for a little later. But yeah, little spoiler in this arc, Zabuza's going to get to show off a little bit. But anyway, Zabuza, it's good to see you, Brad. And who's the girl? It's like, oh, this is Sakura, and this is Sai. It's like, yes, I'm Yamamoto. It's a pleasure to meet you. And then Zabuza just says about, yeah. So you're the one we're in charge at the moment since Kakashi's out of commission. Shameless. Looking forward to seeing him again. It's like, well, sorry, we came as soon as could. He's currently recovering. And Tenzo is like, for all, and that's actually, I believe his name is Tenzo, though his moniker is Yamato. Yamato. And Tenzo's like, it's like, yeah. And Tenzo can put on a creepy face, scare the crap out of Naruto and Sakura. Zabuza unsettles him because this is a former demon of the mist. And then, he looks at Naruto, how those blades treat. I've been practicing with them. I haven't really had a perfect opportunity yet to use them. Well, don't worry, kid. You very well might. And then they go up to the Kage office and explain. But when they get up there, there is a third person there. Now, he's a huge, big and bulky. And he's kind of got, his teeth are a little on the short side, but he seems a bit dopey. And look, and then he's like, who is this? He's part of the reason you're here. He's put a lot on the line to come here. So who are you? Gozu. Gozu? What is the deal? And basically, he explains that Orochimaru is attempting to control the three-tailed turtle. Wait, one of the tail beasts? What happened? I thought Yagura has been dead for a while now. The new Mizukage and I are actually in the middle of a trade agreement. And I was like, oh, that'll do well. And indeed, she's actually on her way. She's actually on her way here, and hopefully, will be here to offer some aid on her. Well, she's on her way, but what's the best way to put it? She asked if she would offer aid, but because their arrangement is still very new, because of their ties to the Leaf, she couldn't really afford to spare any soldiers. And to be fair, he understood. They're still a small village, the village hidden in the waves. So, but he basically said that. So how do you know? Because he's one of Orochimaru's henchmen or former henchmen. Apparently, he has a boy in this business, Yukimaru, and then seems to have the ability to control the Three Tails. Oh well, so it's a job to rescue him, partly, but it's also a job to possibly subdue the Three Tails. If we can subdue the Three Tails, then that'll not only give our boat give the village a boost, give a significant boost in power and authority, but it'll also keep the Three Tails out of the reach of anyone else, Katsuki or Orochimaru. And it's like Tenzo makes a good point. Yamato makes a good point. So you're saying this is all partly a power play on your this is a power play on your part as well. Zabuza actually laughs. Yeah, you got me on that. But let's be clear. That's if the Three Tails can be contained and possibly he even says made another Jinchuriki possibly made for it. If not, we'll keep it sealed away. Zabuza is not a stupid guy, especially now having actually running a village. Yeah, he's not he would be I think he would legit, because he tried to overthrow the Mizukage before. What do you think was going to come for that? He was probably going to try to be the Mizukage after that. So wait, why don't we just go? Because the boy's guarded. He's guarded by not only, it's not one of Orochimaru's leakers, but another one of his experiment crews. Gozu here is actually among them. Gozu shows off a bit of his nature transformation where he can actually turn into mud. And then he explains, plus they have a very powerful Kekken Genkai user with them. According to Gozu, she's going to be the one that we're going to need the most assistance with. I was like, well, what's her name? And her name is Katakabata Guren. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just thinking. Just thinking. I can't believe Orochimaru wants me to do this. But you would do anything for Orochimaru. You're so loyal to him. That's true, but it's still a pain. And to be fair, Guren does still bond with Yukimaru. And Gozu. She's probably at this point bonded with Gozu. That's why Gozu's doing that. So, for those of you who aren't aware, by the way, yeah, I'm not trying to smell my armpit or anything like that. Just something got an itch, and then you kind of just think of a joke. It's like, oh yeah. For those of you who are not aware who these characters are, there is a filler arc revolving around the Three Tails, but one of the main characters in that is a character known as Guren, who used the Kekken Genkai known as Crystal Release. Now, the true components of Crystal Release are not known. However, it's pretty obvious that at least one natural element or chakra element is earth, crystals. My best theory is the other one is lightning. The reason I say that is this. First off, Kakashi was able to break through it with a lightning blade. So the earth element is clearly there because it was weak to lightning. Now, you have to then ask the question, earth plus what would make a crystal? It's not going to be water. That's either wood or a mud type based jutsu. It's not going to be fire. That's usually a magma based jutsu. Or cement jutsu for water as well. It's not going to be wind because, honestly, frankly, I don't know what wind and earth. Oh, wind and earth are, I think they might kind of make sand, but not exactly because I think the Jinten is more of a lightning base as well. So I actually don't know what you'd get with wind and earth. Because it's not dust release. Dust release is 3 different elements: wind, earth, and fire. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think an earth and wind Kekken Genkai would be. But lightning. Now, lightning versus lightning, they can cancel each other out. So it's neither strong nor weak against lightning. It's neutral. You combine earth with that. Look what happens when you superheat a lot of like rock or anything a lot of time. It crystallizes. So if you've ever seen lightning strike into something and then see the aftermath, that crystallizes. So I think it's lightning and earth-based is what I think it is. So yeah, and there's a few other men that she has with us. So they explain, cut back to the office where Gozu has explained that Guren's one of the only individual people who's been nice, and I don't want to see her. I want to save her. She's a friend. I can't remember. I only watched that filler once. And to be fair, among the fillers, it was among the better fillers. Most of the fillers suck anyway, but it's still among the better fillers. So wait. So Yamato and Naruto actually speaks up this way. So wait, you're saying that the mission here is A, stop Orochimaru from acquiring the Three Tails. B, try to acquire the Three Tails either to create a Jinchuriki or just steal it away. And 3, if we can, not kill the woman who's going to try to kill us. And Yukimaru. What? The boy, he's innocent. He's like, and save Yukimaru. And Zabuza's like, no one said this mission was going to be easy, kid. But don't worry. You'll have backup. So, yeah. Now, to be fair, there's also 4 other individuals with Guren. They are, and may get these names a little wrong. Rinji, who was a bat user, he used bats to use like for scouting, sonar, radar, and he used ultrasonic frequencies. These two both have kind of interchangeable names and abilities. But let's go with Narua, who was a he. It looked kind of like a weird mime, almost like a little the mime duelist from Yu-Gi-Oh, but basically had a malleable body and had a water release. Like you can actually move his organs around, so like if he not his gentle fist. Kyo and Kigura, who both had smoke-based abilities. One was a smoke clone. One could like create smoke, like smoke bombs and a smoke dragon technique to suffocate people. So they all had curse marks, except for Rinji. So that's kind of what we're leading towards right now, is we are leading towards a slightly filler arc, kind of like I did when I did the Land of Waves arc, because really we didn't have an arc at that point. We had skipped an entire arc, so what was happening? A different arc, and that's what we're doing here. So that's where we're going to leave off. The village hidden in the waves, going up against Kabuto, possibly Orochimaru, the Three Tails, Guren, and her group. Fun times ahead. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review at some point. Ideas for who would win Star Wars, Super Magic, what if, anything to do on the channel, put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. And Joker review. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, Friday when I get back from work. Till then, later, folks.